Hello, happy Sunday. What's up? Who's ready to spin or whatever? I think I need to tighten my brake up a little bit on my wheel. Hello, I remembered my mic this week. I feel like I've got it all together. Usually that's when it all goes very wrong. Hello, Eileen. I meant to message you yesterday about the CVM. I'm great. How are you, Danielle? Hello. Look at Alice was early. Yes, I just came like 2 minutes early today. I thought, well, I'm here. I'm ready. I can hear something going on upstairs. Hello, Sarah. Yes, this is the same one. I have not touched it all week because I'm working on another project as well on my match list. So when I'm not in this room, I'm working on the other one. So I just left this one. But I'm really wanting to get through it so I can start something new. It's a tough one. Hello from Cincinnati and Alaska. And I need to move this camera just a tiny bit. Sorry. There we go. Kimberly said, I'm in the garden. What's new? Danielle said, I'm keeping my fingers crossed that I get your package this week. Danielle, if you need me to check the tracking or anything, just let me know. You can message me or you can email me or whatever. Because I think I would have thought it was there by now. So maybe I'll check. I'll try to remember. So a lot of times by the end of the hour, my brain has like gone off in many directions. Hello, June. Welcome back. Hello, hello. Tracy said, finally made it to the live. Welcome. Thanks, Eileen. I didn't mean for it to be like lovebird or parrot colors, but it kind of did turn out that way, didn't it? Hello, Trina. It's warm here too. I'm telling ya. We finally opened the pool Friday, and basically, if it were warm enough, we could be swimming. I don't know. I don't like to swim this soon after shock, but Alice said, oh, so many projects. I have trouble working on any of them, so I started a new one. I need help. Natalie made it by accident. What does that mean, Natalie? Hello, Elizabeth. Elizabeth got in and got one of the bats. So smart. Hey, Elsbeth. Eileen said, hey, June, welcome back. Hello, Nyla. What did everybody bring today? Do you have something to work on? Like, what is happening? What are you doing? I am more than half done. The other spinning project is the Jacob fleece that I split into 3 different colors. And I am spinning it long draw, and I'm more than halfway done. Yay. Danielle said, no worries. We are old school and have to pick up at the post office. Sometimes it's slow here. I'm not worried. Okay, good. Hello, Kim from Fairly Fibre Fun. She said, hi, I made it to a live. Woohoo. Lori said, Trish, do you spin all your fiber the same thickness? No, not at all. Not even close. You mean do it all the time when I spin? Is it the same thickness, or you mean by project? Elsbeth's filling bobbins. Are you filling to weave? Wait, to for weft or for what? Talk to me. Trina said I'm working on chunky cable hats. Hello, Teresa. Lisa said, hi, Trish. Hello, all. Hi, Lisa. She's spinning from an art bat. I like it. Working on the back side. This is Alice. Working on the back side of my crochet googly souls tank. Oh, it's a tank. Kim said, yay, Trish, that's awesome. Eileen, yum. Eileen said eating supper, spaghetti with broccoli, yum. That sounds good. I'm kind of hungry. We went to kind of like a late breakfast. So I guess it's a brunch, but it wasn't like a formal brunch, you know. And now I'm getting hungry. Margarita's watching Jerry install a ceiling fan. I like it. Keep him busy. Trina said I've been approached to learn spinning, scared for purchasing all the equipment. It's a lot, Trina. Maybe you could just start with a spindle. Tracy said I'm spinning a sweater quantity of humbug. Natalie said I can never remember. I'm usually outside working on the pool, playing with lambs or the alpacas. Today, washing the RV to get ready for a trip. That sounds like my house, except for the alpacas and stuff. Came in to cool off and found you on. Yay. Kim said I'm being lazy. Good. Desiree said finally finishing my first knitted shawl. Hello, Carrie. Elsbeth said weft bobbin silk. Ooh, on the second scarf. That's exciting. So excited to have this project finish. Hello, Sarah. She said hello, working on vacuuming my house. This would probably be a good thing to listen to while you vacuum. I usually put a book on, like with my little earbuds. Bonnie said I'm still working on the newborn dress. I ran out of yarn and had to rip back a couple inches of the skirt. So you lost that yarn, chicken. Carrie said, Eileen, that sounds really good. Ugh, gonna make me hungry. Make me think about food again. Alice said, Trina, you can start with a drop spindle and they aren't expensive at all. I mean, when I started drop spindling, I started with one that was made from like a toy wheel and dowel, and that's it. It had a hook in it. Terry said, hi from Oregon. Nice day in the 70s, spindle spinning. Lori said by project. By project, yes. I mean, I try to pick, unless I want it to be thick and thin, I try to pick a weight and stick with it. But, you know, hello, Jerry. But I definitely spin different weights. Like sometimes I focus on doing a thicker one, or I have to focus if it's going to be thicker. Carrie said, Trisha, I just got food because we did that brunch too. Yeah, we were eating about the same time, I think. Because Carrie said, hi, how are you? Messaged me and I was like, I'm hangry. People were on my nerves this morning, but I think it's because my blood sugar was in a little bit of a rough spot. Carrie said no mimosas this time, though. Us either. Eileen said, hi, Trina. Start with a good quality spindle. Can highly recommend a Turkish. A good quality spindle is way cheaper than a wheel and can be great fun. I don't have a wheel and spin a lot. I really always tell people to start with a spindle if budget is a concern. Danielle said, I'm combing up some Dorset nest. Might do some Gotland as well. That's fun. Lisa said, I'm making the old port hat for the Andrea Mowry challenge using all hand spun yarn. I had never seen that hat before, and somebody at our local yarn store is doing one or getting ready to do one. I think I would die of heat stroke if I wore that hat. But you know, we're all different, and some of us, you know, we're cold all the time and we need it. Hang on, we gotta start a new one. Okay, here. Okay, I don't know if I missed anything. Elsbeth said hard to type when vacuuming. Very. At least that's my excuse for bobbin filling, not vacuuming. My dust bunnies have dust bunnies. I did a really good job this week. I got the whole house vacuumed more than once. And I mopped most of it. We have terrible pollen this time of year. So there will be like a tiny layer of yellow-green pollen dust all over everything because I have the windows open a lot, so I'm trying to keep up. Kimberly said, after I finish this garden task, I'll go inside and knit more on my sage ranunculus. I'm an inch into the bottom ribbing, and then I will pick up the sleeves. It's hot today. I think it's about 80 here, maybe. June said, I'm trying to empty bobbins for Tour de Fleece. Yeah, that's soon, right? Elizabeth said to Lisa, I thought about joining in but didn't end up having time this year. How's it going for you? Wait, it didn't start already, did it? What did I miss? Oh, the channel. Andrew Mauer. Okay, never mind. Alice said, Elsbeth, bobbin filling is a much higher priority than vacuuming. I agree. After all, if there's any fluff shed, then you just have to vacuum again. That's right. This is efficiency. It's not procrastinating. It is efficiency. Carrie said, I found with the e-spinner that if I turn up the speed, I can spin finer with no extra brain power. It's at a premium and I need to conserve it. Oh my goodness. Hang on. I got a little short bit. Carrie said, I'm making a weekender, but I didn't know there was a knit along going on. Is it too late to get in on it, or is it because... I mean, have you seen the hat? Lisa said, I'm only doing it because of the challenge. As I'm in Florida, when most people need a warm hat, I'll probably gift it. Got it. Because it just looks like it would be super, super, super warm, right? Oh, good. Okay, I'm not even close. Good. All right. Elizabeth said 1,000,000% agree. Hello, Cheryl. June said July 1 through 23, Tour de Fleece. I'm feeling kind of slow today, like I'm slow. I'm tired, but I think it's just allergies. That just always makes me feel kind of sluggish for a few days, but that'll be done soon. Terry said pollen is really bad here as well, and I was reading somewhere that's just going to get worse. I'm so thrilled. Not hate allergies. Yeah. I'll tell ya. Elizabeth said to Carrie, yes, there is a knit along for the weekender, and it's not too late, though. It does end at the end of June, just before Tour de Fleece starts. Who's going to do Tour de Fleece? Do you have a team yet? Like, what's going on with that? Kim said, thanks for the dates on Tour de Fleece. I had the info and couldn't find it. Usually you can find the info. I mean, it corresponds with the Tour de France. So I always just Google Tour de France and then go to the Ravelry group and see what they're doing. There's a little bug in here. Lorraine said, hello, everyone. I made it today. So happy to be here. Hope you are all well. Hope you're well. Sarah said, I'm on my last yarn cake for a crocheted blanket that I'm giving as a gift to my son's boyfriend. We're visiting him soon, so I need to get it done. Sarah, have you met before? Is this a new, like, getting to know you gift? Not that it matters. I'm just asking. Just make conversation, you know. Alice said, allergies do that to me as well, not to mention the horrible itchy eyes and sneezy. I don't, other than feeling like tired, I do get the like sandy eyes. They don't itch, but they feel like gritty. Kim said she's heading up a team. Lisa said you have to post your completed hat by midnight, May 29th. If you're quick knitting brioche, you can get it completed. Oh my goodness. I feel like when I knit brioche, I get in a groove really quickly, and then it's almost not even slower than just regular knitting. But, you know, first I have to get in the groove. Trina said, Eileen, that would be awesome. Eileen said, just finished my cable cardigan, blocking as we speak. Hope it will be too warm to wear, but here in London, you never know. Ugh. I swear, here too, like at night, it is chilly. Carrie said, I'm definitely going to do Tour de Fleece, but probably on my own. I don't think I'm going to have a team. Maybe I'll head up a team this year. I don't know. You know, you gotta be present, and I am still moderating for Tour de Sock Madness, sorry. Sarah said, I've met the boyfriend before. He's wonderful. They've been together for several years, and my son is talking about moving to Canada after college to be with him. That's a big move. That's sweet. Lisa said, I'm planning on my personal Tour de Fleece. I will be on vacation for a part of it, so taking my Turkish spindles. Nice. Hello, Becky. Becky said, hi, finally back at a live. Foster dog is asleep so I can spin. Do you have to wait for naps? That's like having a little kid. Trina said, Sarah, Canada is awesome. I live there. Danielle said, has anyone heard of Clemis and Clemis Lock Pop for Fibre Prep? Any reviews? I've heard of it. I've seen them, but I have not tried one. Lisa said, yes, getting in the groove is good, but this throws on special shaping, changing up the groove. So she showed it to me, and I was wondering, um, are those ear parts, like, do you knit them separate and attach them? I, I don't, when I look at it, I can't tell. I haven't looked at it very closely, mind you, either, because again, I was thinking it would be too hot for me. It's cute though. Eileen said, Trish doesn't spindle spin much. I do not. But Soulful Spinner has some great videos on spindle spinners and shows all the different spindles, makers, pros and cons. It helped Eileen choose hers. Awesome. Eileen said to Sarah, I live there too, and it's fabulous. There you go. Hi, Angie. Okay, Carrie said, if you do, I'll join your team. All right. I'm on the fence right now because I know that I'll have to give it attention and energy to keep things going. And, then I'm always like, do I have the attention and energy to do that? Alice and Delisa have been procrastinating on really getting into using my Turkish. Kind of want to do a watch me screw it up video while I learn so you can teach me next fall. Welcome back, Kim. Becky said 2-year-old English setter. He's a three-nager, half 3-year-old, half teenager, all mischief. Oh. When I was married to my first husband, his parents had an English setter, and her name was Murphy, and I loved her. So I have a soft spot for English setters. Cheryl says she's in Canada too. Sarah said to Trina, I've loved Canada every time I visited. Such a lovely country. He lives in Saskatchewan. So I don't know what emigration to Canada is like. I would be curious. I'm not trying to move. Definitely not trying to move north. Elizabeth said, I'm doing Tour de Fleece, but I will spin alone if we don't have a team because I'm not good at all the posting. Keeping up on it is hard, honestly. Angie said, Lock Pop are a bit expensive in the UK. I looked at it but can't justify the cost. I mean, if I'm going to do that, if I'm going to pop a lock open right now before I got a little piece of leaf or something in here. I use a flicker brush. That's why I haven't tried one. Oh, Cheryl. Okay, no pressure, Trish. Thank you. Hang on, my brake is like slipping. Anne said, I'll join your team too. I'm saving 2 bats from Flint City to spin during Tour de Fleece, and I have some lovely FLD fiber to spin. It's not there already, is it, Anne? It can't be. Elspeth said, until the writer's strike is over, I'm under no purchase rule. It's going to be a lean summer. Do you think it'll go all summer, Elspeth? I don't exactly know all of the issues. I've been reading a little bit about it. Long story, why I read a little bit about it. I'm curious what you think about it. But maybe you don't want to stay here, and I would understand that too. Becky said, I love my setters. We also had an Irish setter when I was a little girl, and I loved that dog. Kim said, I just looked it up. Tour de Fleece does run from July 1st to 23rd, and the women's race runs from July 23rd to 30th. Carrie said to Anne, aw, thank you. And Trish, Windsor is south of us. I know. But if I was going to move, I definitely wouldn't move. Like, if I was going to go to Canada, it definitely also wouldn't be over there. Nothing wrong with it. Just that isn't where I would choose to go. I would want to be more in, like, the empty parts. Like in the country. Alice said, oh no, Elsbeth, is there something we can do? Is there something we can do? Hello, Deanna. Elsbeth said, Alice, no friend, all is good, just complaining. Jet said, processing my first Shetland fleece Exciting. Got them for $15 a piece, and oh wow, are they heavy in VM? Hard to get it all out. Yeah. To get rid of VM, really combing and flicking are like flicking each log one at a time is, I think, the only really good ways. I'm sorry. I hate giving people that kind of info. Eileen said, wouldn't a cheap dog brush not do to open up logs? It really helped me spin some Lester Longwool. I would think it would. The cheap dog brushes are very similar to the flicker brushes. They're just not quite as like stiff of a bristle, but I don't know that that's necessarily a bad thing. Sarah said, I'd like to do Tour de Fleece, but I don't want to be a drag on a team because I'm so slow. Maybe some of us could create a super slow spinners team. Should be no pressure with Tour de Fleece. You set your own goals. Elspeth said, I have no problem talking about it, but I have a lot to say and some big opinions. The 200 character restriction makes it challenging. Kim said, when I vended at the Fibre festival in, is it Sauti? I don't know how to say it, Georgia last weekend, I traded with several vendors and I'm saving all my fibers from those trades to spin during Tour de Fleece. That's a smart thing. Eileen said, I'll be in team slow spinning. Lisa said, I will be happy to just spin every day during Tour de Fleece because I have not been able to get my spinning in my daily schedule lately. Usually that's all I do is like I set myself a time goal daily and then I spin. But I have done different ones in the past. Like one year I said, okay, I'm going to spin a whole sweater's worth. And I finished that. I don't remember how far in, but I still had time to get a bunch more spinning done. So I don't know. Maybe I will. You guys are kind of talking me into it, honestly. Lisa said, yes, we'll get together with the Spindles next winter. You can come up for a river cruise. Oh, love it. Jet said, I made the mistake of putting some of it in my drum carder. I think something happened because it was hard to get off the carder in one piece. Well, unfortunately, the drum carder will not get it out. Carrie said, I love flicking locks, but that's why it takes me forever to process a fleece. Yeah. I mean, flicking is slow. I like doing it, but a lot of people do not want to hear that it's the best way, to get a certain thing out or get a certain prep. Kim said, yes, you pronounced sauté correctly. Thank you. Finally. Becky said, regarding the writer's strike, I understand they are striking over the opportunity to grow into other roles in TV, old style not available recently, more fair pay with streaming shows, and no replacement by AI. So the big article that I was reading was about the replacement by AI, and it was pretty fascinating. Angie said, I am having to flick a Jacob lock by lock because of heavy VM. Combs were still leaving bits behind after 4 passes. It's a pain, but the fiber is lovely and worth it. I mean, that can happen, especially if the bits of VM are tiny. Elspeth says, short answer is yes. It's going to go on a while. Writer strike now. Actor strike by end of June. Directors Guild of America might go on strike too. Wow. Kim said, my team is laid back being on IG only. I'm not registered as an official team. And I still haven't knit that sweater for Mike that I spun last Tour de Fleece. That is, Kimberly said that. Okay. Do not feel bad about that. I have stuff I spun for sweaters years ago, and I'm not exaggerating. I mean, years and years. And I just figure it's like money in the bank. Someday, when I want to spin that sweater or knit that sweater, that yarn is there. No one can take that away from me. Hello, Cher. She said, I'm at work, so can't watch. You guys have a great day. Elspeth said to Becky, yep, exactly. AI is a big concern that producers don't want to commit on. Jet said, more like hard to get off the drum carder because the staple was short. Oh. Well, if the staple's very short, that might be why I didn't want to hold together. I know exactly what you're talking about. I had that with a baby doll South Down once that was like, I don't know, an inch long. It just doesn't want to hold together. Lisa said, I really enjoy flicking locks too. They spin beautifully. I love it. Carrie said, though, if I don't flick the locks ahead of time, I have to card it repeatedly anyway, so no time is saved. I feel like I'm missing something. Before you card, wait a minute. I have to card it anytime. If I don't flick the locks ahead of time, I have to card it repeatedly anyway. So no time. Oh, exactly. I follow you. Sorry. Got it. You're not missing anything. Some fleeces I have that with. Elsbeth said AI can make my job obsolete. Wow. Wow. I mean, I keep noticing because I used to do the transcription and I used to do like a lot of podcasts and stuff like that, and I see such bad um, subtitles that they have clearly done. Sorry, they've clearly done my brain AI to do the transcription of the words even, and even that it's not good. And like if I had done a transcription like that, I would be embarrassed. So I don't know. I feel like it's not there yet. Um Elizabeth said I had a coworker get me a llama fleece from her client who was just going to throw it out. Oh, I haven't even opened it yet, but I am unsure of the best way to process it. Wash first, comb it, and spin it first. You probably will have to look at it first, Elizabeth, to decide because they like to get dusty. So maybe try a little bit and see. Carrie said last week tonight did a great episode on AI. Interesting. Tracy said I feel like my stash is preparation for retirement years. Exactly. Money in the bank. Money in the bank. Kimberly said, thank you, Trish. So it's okay to spin up fiber for a Gotland sweater? Of course. Carrie said, don't be sorry. Conversation is moving fast. It's funny. Either it's like so slow or way too fast. Kimberly said, I think I flicked and carded around 6 pounds of Jacob in 2 months leading up to the festival. It was crazy working 8 to 10. Wow, 8 to 10 hours a day. I could not flick for 8 to 10 hours. My hands would hurt. Hello, Steph. I was just literally thinking of you just a few days ago. That's weird. Eileen said, haha, about Kimberly. I say, do it. Angie said, I feel for artists with AI taking work. It's going to happen to actors too if they don't stop it now. Deb said, hi, all. Happy Sunday. Just got back from looking at 3 houses and no closer to moving. I thought you were taking a break, Deb. Elspeth said, it's not about AI right now per se, but how can it progress right over the next 3 years? I do get that. It already comes leaps and bounds in the last few months. I get that. I really do. Oh, wow. Becky said, I have friends who are authors and their work is getting plagiarized and then published as someone else's work via AI. Kim said, I listened to an audiobook recently and it was so obviously read by AI. Some words like resume can be said 2 ways and mean completely different things. The AI reader kept doing it wrong. It's pretty rough right now. And I'll say that even back when I was doing it, right when we first moved here, when I was still transcribing, they were trying to get it right and they were not getting it right then. It was really bad then. It has come along, but it's still not great. But I know it'll continue to learn. Kimberly said, Eileen, yes, I would get it done if we were doing it together. Deb said 100% same Tracy B. Kim said, my hands did hurt, but I got all but 1 pound done. Wow. Yes, thank you, Eileen. Don't forget to hit the like if you can, please. I appreciate it. It does help me. Deb said, I was, but I just wanted to be sure. Did you look at new ones or the same ones over again? Becky said to Elsbeth, you are exactly right. I have artist friends whose work is getting hit too. I hate to think that. I mean, you would think art is the one thing you can't replace. Angie said to Kim, ouch, my hands hurt after half an hour. Yeah, I don't know about half an hour, but I definitely couldn't do stretches like that. Steph said, hey, missed you. I've not been crafting for ages, so busy with other things at the Mo. Hope everyone is doing well. Hope you are. Right. Becky said we don't have the laws or ethics for AI yet, and it's going so fast. Alice said, Elsbeth, maybe I'm an optimist or naive, but I can't see how it can make a human seem truly human in a role. At least I hope not. And we have like a weird thing, human beings, where if we see something human like, but it's not quite, it's just off by a tiny bit, it's like very off putting for us. So it's going to be interesting. Jenny said, save me. I just bought 5 pounds of raw merino during a sale, and I told hubby I was, hang on, going to use what I had before I got more. Uh-oh. Maybe the I wanted excuse on something else. I don't know if I can help. Candy said, holy cow, making a live today. Been a hot minute. Forgot it's Sunday and just happened to be on here. Eileen said, deal. We'll do a homespun sweater knit along. I'm planning a long overdue kayaking trip in June. Fun. Definitely not knitting on it then, but we can discuss our cast on party. Kimberly said, Michael has challenged me to enter next year's spinner's lead at the Black Sheep Gathering. That would entail leading a sheep while wearing a garment made from that animal's fiber. That's a good idea. Yes, Alice said, anyone read I, Robot by Asimov versus the movie? One of my faves. I have read it, but it was quite a few years ago. Deb said, no, 3 new ones. One was not 5 feet from a freight train rail track. Ooh, not visible in the photos online. Yeah, I wouldn't put it in the photos either. Elsbeth said, oh, Alice, that's a big conversation. If in a film hours of someone's voice is recorded, from there AI can take the voice and make accurate sounding new lines for an actor. Magic of editing. Wow. Equals new. Carrie said to Alice, but it gives corporations a way to pay human writers less and they can't afford rent. Exactly. Oh, here, Terry said llamas have guard hairs that you need to remove before spinning, but they do get dirty. I washed in my bathtub and in cold water and not have any problems. No felting in cold water. Terry, do you pick them out by hand or is there some method? You know, some sort of like tool or something that helps. Angie said she read it years ago. I mean, it's been out for a long time. Kimberly said, PM me, we'll talk. Elsbeth said the movie I, Robot was filmed here in Vancouver. I didn't know that. Alice said to Carrie, I get that, and that sucks. Unfortunately, they won't learn until they lose their own butts because no one wants to see the cheap scripts. Well, I mean, it will be very interesting to see what happens. Candy said to Eileen, good to see all of you too. Carrie said, I read Positronic Man and loved it. Becky said, Trish, that creepy feeling, that's it. Thank you. When animation is too realistic, it's called the uncanny valley. Thank you. Sometimes I have it in video games when they're trying so hard. But I think we all have a slightly different thresholds. Carrie said, which is what, Bicentennial Man was based on. Elizabeth said, thank you to Terry about the llama stuff. Pick by hand. Okay. Yes. Elsbeth said, back to the loom for her. Gonna keep listing until I start losing track of my counts because of the talking. I am weaving something plain right now, as you guys saw, and I sat down and like focused on it for a while yesterday. I gotta be getting through it. It's just been sitting there. Alice said already being abused and seems some legislation is already in order. I mean, kind of always takes too long, to get caught up. Kim said, that reminds me, one of the fibers I got in trade is 4 ounces of Polworth yak. I can't wait to spin it. So soft. That sounds nice. Alice said Elsbeth stitch markers so you can keep listening. Hello, Victoria. Good to see you too. Hello, Jerry. Just arriving. It's a gorgeous day in PA. Hope all is well in your world. Hope all is well in yours. It is beautiful here. We got the pool open and it's clean. So, big week. Yes, Candy said, is that the same fiber? Yes, it's the same. But I'm about half done now. So that's good. Kimberly said, so, oh, okay, of course. So with all my projects, got to get started on that spinner's lead project soon. I'm thinking lavage, Gotland, or parsley. Black Shetland would be a fun sheep to spin and lead. Deanna is at a family gathering. Wow. Thanks for coming in during a family gathering. You have a great week too. Hello, Kai. Kai can't stay, but wanted to pop in and say hi. Have a great Memorial Day weekend, everyone. You too. I keep wanting to ask about the silkworms. Oh, goodness. Now my allergies are making me sniffle a little bit. I'm sorry. Thanks, Candy. Candy said, I love those colors. And she asked Kai, you going to degum and spin those cocoons after they hatch? Well, I hope so. Okay. Angie said, has anyone tried those battery operated auto winders on the electric eel wheel 6? Oh, you mean is it auto winder? Is that what they're called? Someone sent me a link, but they actually cost more than the wheel itself, and I wanted to give it a fair chance before I you know, splashed out on one of those. And the truth is, I have found I do not mind sliding the hook as much as I thought I would. All this time I've been like, I don't like slidey hooks. I don't want that. And now I'm like, that's not that bad. It's like a story of my life. Alice said, what? I have an EW6. Where's this auto winder, or is it an attachment? It's like a whole separate flyer. And it has a battery that makes it go like back, the little hook go back and forth as you're spinning. Trina said, Trish, I made socks out of that great yarn. Everyone loves the yellow. The yellow with the, I think it was orange and maybe turquoise or green on it. I'm so glad you like it, Trina. I love dyeing yarn. John loves dyeing yarn. Having a lot of fun with it. Candy said, is that the three? Yes, $300 plus one. It's more than the whole wheel. Jet said, I haven't tried them because they cost just as much, if not more, than the wheel itself. Angie said, who makes them again? She said, Alice, it's an independent company that makes them. Alice said, yeah, I'll keep sliding by hand. I just really didn't mind it. I thought I would hate it. Doing the sliding. Yep, Carrie said, I agree with everyone, though. I'll keep... Oh, wait, I missed one. Carrie said, I like sliding hooks better than fixed, but would love an auto winder if it were affordable. I also don't... I don't know how I feel about having to have a battery with me to spin. Like, what happens if your battery dies? If you don't have a new one in your hands, you're just done for that time, right? So, like, if I take it somewhere, I have to carry batteries with me. I'm not sure how I feel about that. It doesn't sound like a big deal when I say it out loud. Steph said, all good. Just had a few things going on, but it's a bank holiday tomorrow in the UK, so hubby here too. And I are going for a hike in the morning and then gardening in the afternoon, hopefully lunch and spinning too. That sounds real fun. It's a holiday here tomorrow as well. And we don't really have any plans, so I don't know what we're going to do. Steph said, though, if I had a pool, I'd been in there all day, love swimming. Ours isn't warm enough yet to swim. Lorraine said, Dreaming Robots, yes, makes the eel wheel, but who makes the auto winder? Is the company just called Auto Winder? I don't think it is. Becky said, I enjoy your dying videos both when I am awake and attentive and as background when I am dozing. Very soothing when I might be prone to stress dreams or nightmares. That's nice. Is it the music, Becky? I'm laughing because I am so weird about the music. But weird about picking it out, weird about ones I will use or won't. Kim said, hang on, I gotta tighten this thing up again. I don't know what's going on. I think it's slipping. I have a woolly winder for my Magic Craft Rose. I'd love to try the battery one and compare. Yes, Carrie said, I already used the rechargeable battery for my wheel, electric eel wheel 6. It lasts forever. I was surprised. Elizabeth said, mine came with a plug-in cord. Wonder why yours didn't, but I'm sure you could get one to plug in. Do you mean the eel? No, I mean the battery. I don't mean for the wheel. I mean for the auto winder. It takes a battery to keep it going. Oh, interesting. Thanks, Kim. Kim said, I have 2 auto winders with batteries and neither have needed replacement yet. Thank you. Level winding system. That's it. She said they seem to last a while. What is the battery? Is it like a double A? What does it need? What does it need? Help me. Kathy said, I'm late. Sorry. What is the main subject today? We don't have them. We're talking about auto winders for wheels a little bit about the Tour de Fleece. Are you going to participate? Am I going to choke myself? We don't know. Did we spin everything from Tour de Fleece last year? I think the consensus is, not spin, knit everything or whatever, use it. I think it's no. AI. Hi, Terry. Becky said music, topic, no sudden scary noises, gently conversational tones. Oh, I love that. Cindy said, I'm going to a friend's house and she's going to take my measurements so that I can draft a sweater pattern and give my knit contour a try. That is so exciting, Cindy. Time to dust off the knitting machine. Hello, Rox. How are you doing? Elizabeth said, I'm with you now. Okay. Carrie said, because you use the same handful of songs in your video, I have a Pavlovian reaction. Do you know I use like 20 songs of happiness whenever I hear them? I love that. Jet said, I love my woolly winder for my Kromsky and I'm hoping to add more for other wheels, but they are costly, very, and seem to rarely come up used. I think people just love them. Kim said, double A. Okay, 2 double A. I suppose that wouldn't be too hard to carry. Knowing me, I still wouldn't, though. I'm a mess. I'm not supposed to say that. I'm working on my self-talk, y'all. Kimberly said we will be cleaning the tent camper tomorrow in preparation for Black Sheep Gathering next month. We recurred the last camera spot on site. I don't know what that means. Camper maybe? So very excited to go and meet Fibre folk. Kim said, I think it's just 1, maybe 2. Hello, Michelle. Eileen said, hey, Rox, hope you are doing well. Said, yes. Candy said, claim is that it takes 2 or 3 AAA and lasts for months at a time. Okay. Good. I'm glad you're doing well. Tracy said, I love my woolly winder, but they are spendy. I love mine too. And I will be honest, I don't mind the investment of the woolly winder itself so much, but I hate that extra bobbins are so dang expensive. Like the thing itself, I can see why it costs a lot, but those bobbins are so crazy. And you need a few. I feel like I need a few. Candy said, hey, Rox, good to see you. How's the linen shirt coming along? Oh, Tracy said, I only have one for my Ashford Joy. Danielle said, do you have a video? I don't, Danielle. Do you have a video about how to choose a warp or a question for the group? I think it kind of depends on what you want to make and what you want to use for weft. If you've already picked a weft, there's a lot of, questions in there. Deb said, I'm surprised Maurice did. Is it Maurice or Morris? Didn't come up with an auto winder himself. I wonder if he'll have one for the Eel Pro version he's working on. Interesting question. I have been wondering why the Daedalus people haven't come out with one. Kim said we were talking about weaving earlier. Anyone here weave for clothing? I want to, but I haven't. Like weave fabric to sew into clothing. Anne said I want to get an LWS. What is that? Oh, level winding system. Got it. For my matchless, I have a bunch of bobbins, and I like that. Yes, the level winding system doesn't require special bobbins. Tracy said same. The bobbins are so spendy, and you need a few. I see you, Tracy. I do feel like, I mean, you can, I could always wind off, right? Oh my gosh. I just got a cramp in my foot. Hang on. Sorry. You could always wind off, but it's inconvenient. Elizabeth said, are your woolly winder bobbins interchangeable from your Ashford to your Hanson? I don't think so. But you know what? I don't think I've tried it. Maybe I should. Those are the only two I have a woolly winder for, right? Candy, or Rock said, Candy, it's chugging. I really like the chainette yarn construction for linen. So much easier to knit than with plied linen. Okay, Kimberly said, we procured the last camper spot. Okay. Lisa said, Maurice is working on a new pro version with an even winder on it. Okay. Carrie said, Maurice has tried according to his newsletter. There are engineering issues with speed. In my understanding, that makes so much sense. Kim said, I love being able to use my regular bobbins. You know, you guys are kind of winning me over to trying a level winding system. I have one on my Rose and one on my Matchless. Jet said that's true. I still have questions about it. That though. Who has one? The level winding? Lorraine and Kim? Okay. So if you are feeding on more slowly, does it change its speed the way that the one on here does? The woolly winder. My brain. Jet said that's true. Good point on the level winding system not needing special bobbins. Those woolly winder bobbins are spendy. Both times I've gotten, well, John got me the one for the Ashford, so he bought extra bobbins. And the one that I got on my Hanson, it came with it, so I got bobbins, extra bobbins with that. Kim said the level winding system is more expensive to start, but you don't need to buy any bobbins or anything. Jet said 40 plus bucks a piece. Candy said Rocks has to be nice that it's a bit softer to work with too. I always picture linen as a bit crunchy for some reason. Usually it starts out crunchy. That's probably why you picture it that way. Oh, Tracy's tried. Thank you. She said they are not interchangeable. I would think that they wouldn't be because the flyer is a different size, but I have never actually checked it, so I didn't know. Alice said, weaving for clothing is my goal. Not there yet. Christina Teague on the FLD group just finished a lovely woven jacket. Yes, she did. And it's like pieced together. It's really cool. Lorraine said, I'm going to start weaving for clothes after I finish my pattern making class. Look at that. Love it. Dawn said, yes, psyching myself up to a linen warp to make Lindsay Woolsey to make a top for Heritage Festival. That sounds fun, Dawn. Okay, Lorraine said doesn't change speed. Okay. So it's always, you set the speed, or is it always just one speed, no options? These are the things I need to know. I'm not buying one right now. Candy said, I've never woven for clothes, but need a loom first for that. I have what I consider a toy loom. Deb said, I didn't realize the LWS didn't, need special bobbins. I may make an accident purchase. I see you too, Deb. That's kind of, I feel that. Lorraine said, but I haven't had an issue when I go slower. Okay. I think that has always been a question in the back of my mind too. If it's just going, if it's not going to work right. I don't know how to explain it. Because you draft at different speeds depending on what you're making all the time. Or like if I'm using it for long draw, I might be letting twist build up and then, drafting out a huge long thing and then letting it feed on really fast. So I would not be consistent in my speed. And I was like, how's that gonna work? Do you see what I'm saying? Kim said I'm weaving fabric for a skirt. This go round is a test to see if I like the result before I finish spinning the yarn I want made into a skirt. Okay. Terry said I have a woolly winder for my Hanson and my Louette, and they are not interchangeable. Okay. All right, Kim, how are you doing it on a 16-inch? Oh, you're testing it on a 16. Or you're knitting, or you're weaving all of it on a 16. This stupid thing is slipping. Tracy said I'm still weaving hand towels. I love it. Tracy, you picked a hard project for your first one, though. Yes. Sorry, it's allergies. Ugh. Kim said, as for the speed of it winding on, I'm not sure. It just goes back and forth at the same speed the whole time. It is always one speed, no options. Okay, helpful. This is all very helpful for talking me into buying one. Tracy said I did go and warp multiple looms with my teacher for a class so that I could get more proficient. Look at you. Okay, I'm going to cough again. Sorry. Hey guys, sorry to nag you all, Eileen said. Sorry. Oh my gosh. Hang on. Okay, I think I'm all right. I didn't choke. Oh, Elizabeth, that's so funny. That made my eyes water. I was like choking on nothing. Okay, sorry. Let's see if we can catch up. Candy said, I imagine the fear of cutting wovens is similar to the fear folks have of steeking. Alice, I've done that so many times. Breathed in liquid. It's the pollen, though. I probably breathed in that little bug that was flying around, knowing me. Poor little thing. Blah. Just living its life. Okay. Jet said, yeah, I too worry about the LWS being on all the time. I'm thinking of selling my electric eel wheel and maybe getting a Hanson. I've been having issue after issue with my EEW6 kind of falling out of love. Oh. Andy said, I hate it when that happens. Andy, hello. Did you say hi before? I feel like did you just get here? Oh, Luther's tired of being coughed on. Poor guy. Oh. Oh, Elizabeth said, John, come Heimlich, Trish. Danielle said, please stop apologizing for coughing. You aren't coughing on any of us, so no worries. I would not do that to you. I just feel bad because I don't really know how loud it's going to be because my mic is right here. Lorraine said, I hate when that happens. Oh my gosh, I couldn't make it stop. Oof. Okay, Candy said, love when Nats hit the live. When Nats hit the, I don't know if I really did that, but knowing me, probably. Oof. Oh, love, got it. Hello, Rachel. Okay, sorry. So I know some of you guys said if you're gonna spin for Tour de Fleece, So if you haven't already weighed in on that, are you going to spin? Do you already have a team? And do you already have a goal or a goal or a plan or a list of things you want to spin? um, Andy said, nope, just got here during a busy time earlier. Well, I've always been afraid that I might have like a sneezing fit or a coughing fit or something during a live, and I have, and nothing really bad happened, so I survived it. Terry said the price of Hanson's has really gone up. I haven't looked in a long time. Oh, welcome, Josephine. Carrie said, when that happens to me, it triggers a sneezing fit as well. So by the time I can breathe again, it's the next century. Making my eyes water, making my nose run. Tracy said, sorry to admit it, but I am not even sure what Tour de Fleece is. So it's a spinning event during the Tour de France where you make yourself a goal and you can join a team if you want and you all just spin together. It's just for fun. I mean, I had prizes for my team the last couple times when I had teams, but I don't think there's any like overarching prizes by the mods and stuff. I think I want to do it. I think I want to have a team again. Rachel said, I'm definitely spinning. My guild has a team. That's fun. Haven't made goals yet. Rock said, I have a list of things I want to spin, but no plans, no team, no nothing. Kim said, I have plans for a team. Not official yet. Have plans to spin. I have Fibre to spin. That's a lot. Kim said, Tour de Fleece always confuses me. I'm not active on Ravelry, and sometimes it feels like since I haven't been going it for the last 10 years, I'm totally I'm on Ravelry. Terry said, I'll spin alone. But you can make your own goal, Terry, so you can still spin with people. Candy asks Rox if she just has one wheel. Terry said, I'm spinning will be my first time because I've only been spinning since March. Tracy said, oh, sounds fun. It is fun. I mean, you make your own goal, so you do not have to have any stress. And honestly, I feel like if you are stressing yourself out, you're doing it wrong. And that is not a judgment, but it is supposed to be fun. Just get everybody like going and doing it. Sarah. Getting in there, getting some wool spun. Tracy said, I have several fleece I need to wash and spin up. They don't always say that you can what's the word? That you can add prep, but I always think prep should count. Yes, Alice, absolutely. Cindy said, no plan, no other team. When is it? I got here late, July 1st through the 23rd. Kim looked it up for sure. Alice said, does bamboo count? That's, yes, 100, anything you want to spin. You make your own goals. Eileen said, I don't have a team yet, but I would like to set myself 3 goals. Knit at least 30 minutes every day, 3 days a week spinning on my breed study, 4 days on a black Welsh sweater spin. I love it. Anne said, yes, do it. We're going to be spinning anyway. Rachel said, those are awesome goals, Eileen. Rock said, how do you join a team? There is a Ravelry group. Yes. There's a Ravelry group, and then each team has its own thread. So you join, and then you can post like pictures, chats. You can play games if you want to. I've never done that on Ravelry, but you can. Some teams have like thousands of posts, and I can't keep up. Nyla said, I want to make a couple of bats and take with me on vacation in July with spindles. That sounds fun. Alice said, please assure Lisa McCaskill I will be plying this. Candy said, just not enough hours in the day to spin it all, craft it all. Boy, you're singing my song, sister. Kimberly said, I will probably participate, but not on a team yet. Also not very active on Ravelry anymore. I could take my spinning cube to work and spin on lunch breaks. You could. Kim said, last year I tried to vlog every day and managed to produce a video for almost each day. Was so proud. This year will be more laid back than that. It's really hard, isn't it, Kim? Like back when I did Vlogmas, I was like, how did I do that? That's crazy. Tracy said last year was fun. I spun much more than I expected. What's interesting is I could film enough for a video every day, but the editing part and everything, it's so much stuff. Tracy said I can wash and prep, but before it starts, have all the month of June to prep. Yeah. Curious, I may make a TDF goal to complete one fleece. Woo. It's a big one. Candy said I'm clueless on the whole team thing too. You know what? I will post a little thing in the Facebook group about it. I mean, you could really run your thread wherever you want. We could run it in the Facebook group if we wanted to. Jerry said hit the like button, please. Kimberly said I also set a goal to wash at least 2 more fleece during the Tour de Fleece. Woof. Yes, Carrie said last year's FLD team Ravelry page was very chill, easy to keep up with. I would like it to be a little more busy, though. Lisa said, I don't enjoy Ravelry. If you have a team, could we join on Facebook? Yeah, I am kind of feeling like maybe it would make more sense to just do it in the group. Kim said, Kimberly, I have a cube too. Irene said, I would love to learn how to spin, but I don't have a wheel yet. I would like to spin the wool from my kiln and color them. Well, you could spin on a spindle, Irene. Jet said, you're Kim, right, in Idaho like me. I'm Carrie. Is it Carrie? Is that how you pronounce it, Jet? Kim said, filming, editing, and producing a video every day is insane. It's crazy, but I love making videos. I mean, honestly, it depends how, I mean, I'll probably never be able to edit 25 videos in a month again. I just don't know how I did that. Cheryl said there are a few different groups on Facebook. I didn't know that. Alice said, please do, Trish. I'm clueless on this whole Tour de Fleece process too. Yeah, I guess so. You're talking me into it. I think we better do it. Kim said, I'm not creating my team on Ravelry. I don't use Ravelry anymore. Terry said, so Trish, I will join your team. Could we have it on Facebook? Basically, yeah. Eileen said, Candy, I think it's just a giant spin along. Bye, Bonnie. Oh gosh, I'm going to go in a minute too. That's so funny. Tracy said, do it, Trish, we are with you. Eileen said, yes, Irene, I will take part on a spindle. My house is too small for a wheel. Right. Oh, absolutely. I mean, then Tour de Fleece is great for learning to spin too, because if you set yourself a goal of just like 15 minutes a day, anybody can learn a ton in 1 month if they just work on it 15 minutes a day. Hello, Nikki. Oh, I'm going in a minute. I'm sorry. Carrie said if I try. Oh, shoot. Did I miss it? Okay. Irene said I have tried the spindle. Fun, but I have not mastered it. Yeah. I mean, it takes a lot of practice for some people like me. I never really mastered it. I had an easier time on a wheel pretty early on, and so I just ended up spending more time there. Kimberly said I am on board with a team in the Facebook group. Thank you, thumbs up. Candy said I rarely even bring out my drop spindles anymore. Totally Turks now when I'm not using my electrics. Carrie said, whoops, if I remember correctly, last year we could use Ravelry, Facebook, or Instagram. We just signed up on Rav, so Trish had the whole team list in one place. I'm not even sure if we did that, because they don't really care. I'm going to put this right in front of the camera, sorry. They don't really care if we have a team list or not, because they don't really like track it carefully, because we all make our own goals. Nikki said I applied a bunch this morning for a sport weight sweater for my 3-year-old in the fall. Nice. Same, Danielle. She said I'm a jack of all fibers, master of not one craft. Okay, Rachel said, I love using both. Some of my fiber preps make me really want to spin up on spindles, and some are wheel spun. The fiber decides. It talks to me too, Rachel. Okay, I'm going to go. Thank you guys for being here today. And if you're in the US, well, actually, if you're in the UK too, I hope you have a great holiday tomorrow. I don't know what your bank holiday is in the UK tomorrow, but also I am going to be gone on June 11th, which is 2 weeks away. I'm going to be at my dad's on Sunday for his birthday. So I will be missing that day, and I will mention it again later, but I just want to say it now. So have a great week. I love you guys. Bye.